What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, this is going to be a personal episode of Joe Winko Talk. Nothing morbid or gloomy, but it is going to be quite a bit negative, really. So, these past couple of days, it may not seem like it to you guys, but I've been kind of stressed out with some stuff because I've been going through some drama. It's all online drama, really. But I just been going through some drama with some of my haters on a few different sites that I'm on. And it's been stressing me out lately and it's been bringing me down. However, I am definitely able to bounce back from it, honestly. I mean, it's nothing that I never been through before, really. Now, this was just one thing that really struck a nerve with me that actually happened this morning. Now, for you guys who don't know, I'm actually a single gay guy living in northern Florida, and I've been trying to find a lover and a partner for a really long time. A male lover and partner for a really long time. And if you guys would have watched my love spell video that I posted yesterday, I'll have a link to it in the pinned comments. I actually uploaded a love spell video because I had this dream that this woman came into my bedroom late at night. I know this sounds really weird, but I had a dream that this woman came into my bedroom late at night while I was sleeping in my bed, and I opened my eyes and I saw her there and I wasn't even afraid of her. All I remember is that she was wearing a red dress and she had long hair, but I couldn't see the color of her hair or her face or anything because it was hidden in shadow. It's weird how the lighting was, but I saw the red dress through the shadows, and she said a lot of stuff to me. She told me that she knew that I was looking for a lover and a partner, and she said that she knew what I was looking for. She said you want someone who loves you, who's very dedicated to you, and she told me I know that you also want someone who's obsessed with you and who has a deep desire to be with you, an unstoppable urge to be with you. And she was explaining all this stuff to me, and she was saying a lot of stuff. She told me that what I should do is I should upload a video on YouTube and it would count as a love spell. She told me to make sure to have the rune symbol, which represents attracting love from one man to another man. Oh yeah, there's specific rune symbols for that. I'll have a picture of them in this video. But the one that you see flashing on my chest in the love spell video is the rune symbol to attract love from a man to another man. So that was the sigil that you see in that video, really. And she told me that what I had to do was narrate the video from the perspective of the person who's falling in love with me. That's how I'd have to do it. And I did that yesterday. I posted the video yesterday, and while I was doing it, I was trying to talk in the European accent to make it sound different from myself. I tried my best to. It got pretty intense, honestly. It gave me hope doing that video. I didn't expect results from it right away. I mean, there's more spell stuff I plan on doing, actually. I didn't expect results from it right away, but this morning, the morning after that, I woke up and I checked Twitter, and I saw that I had a notification that someone had liked 100 of my posts on Twitter. I saw the picture first. I didn't read the name next to it right away. In the picture, it looked like a man who was in his 40s, 50s, or 60s. I couldn't really tell, but somewhere, no, more like 50s and 60s, really. It appeared to be a man in his 50s or in his 60s, and I was just like, oh wow, it worked that fast. And I was wondering, well, I had unread messages too, but then I saw the name right next to it, and then I knew exactly who it was. I thought it was a new person who discovered me, but then I knew exactly who it was. And I was already stressed out enough about not having a lover and partner, but this just struck a nerve even more. kind of at a bad time. Just like pouring salt on a paper cut. You pour salt on a normal skin, doesn't have any effect, but if you pour salt on a paper cut, like something that's already been damaged and stressed, it's gonna kind of irked me a bit. Now, let me tell you who this person was. I'm not going to say what her name is. Let's just say that her name is Sally. That's the name I'm going to use in this video. I only noticed her for a couple years. She'd been following my videos on YouTube. For a while, I didn't even know it was a her. Well, not even my videos on YouTube, mainly just my stuff that I post on my Facebook fan page and on Twitter. She was liking it and commenting on it, but she was using the name of a man, and in her profile picture, it was a picture of a man. And I remember it was a couple months ago, I thought this was a man who was liking and commenting on all my stuff. He looked like an older man in his picture. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should see what this guy is all about. Maybe he's actually interested in me. I mean, that's my autism mind speaking. I mean, my wishful, hopeful speaking. So I started talking to him, and I was asking him, how is he doing? And he said that he's doing good. He said that he loved my videos I posted on YouTube. And usually a lot of my YouTube followers, most of them tend to be like really, really young, like teenagers usually. I mean, every now and then I do have quite a few adults following me too, actually. I do have quite a few adults, but they're really young, like 19, 20, early 20s, which I don't mind at all. I'm glad they like watching my videos. I really appreciate it, really. That's kind of the age I prefer, people over 18 to watch my YouTube videos, because they get pretty hot and heavy, quite a few of them. He said if he could call me, and I always prefer that, really, hearing his voice instead, what I thought was his voice, and seeing his face and everything. And I said, oh yeah, sure, we can call each other. I'd love to talk to you. We call each other, they answer, and it is not a man. It's actually a female. And which I really don't mind. I mean, I'll be friends with anyone. I mean, I do have girls who I talk to online and girls who I am friends with and girls who are really cool. Like, there's this one girl I talk to who lives up in New York. I love her. She's like a little sister to me. And we talk to each other online all the time, and she's really cool. We always ask each other how we're doing, and we get along fine. And I have other girls who I talk to online. We get along fine, and we're friends and everything. But we don't have like feelings for each other. They're just friends because they all know. They all know about me. I mean, everyone does. Everyone who watches all my videos definitely knows about me, and even most people in real life, because it's pretty obvious, really. I mean, but then like I was talking to her, and then I was like, "Oh, you're a girl?" And she told me that she was using her uncle's pictures as her profile pictures. And I think that's very strange. Why would a girl be using pictures of a middle-aged man as their profile pictures? And we were talking to each other. She's actually older than I am. She's in her 30s. But if you guys really want to know what she looks like, now I haven't seen the new Scream 5 movie yet, but she kind of resembles one of the actresses who plays in Scream 5, Jenna Ortega. But she's in her 30s though, but she looks a lot like Jenna Ortega. That's who she looks like. So she's definitely not a bad looking woman at all, really. I mean, if she signs up for a couple dating sites, signs up for the right dating site, she should have like men swarming over her. I know how men online are. Well, then again, I mean, that's worthy of a whole new episode of Joe Winko Talk. I'll do that later. But she started talking to me. She said that she loves my scary movies I post on YouTube. She likes my videos on YouTube. I thought it was sweet and everything. And then I think she asked me, do I have a girlfriend? And I was just like, whoa, okay. She definitely hasn't been watching that many of my YouTube videos if she's asking me that. And I told her, no, I'm actually gay. I like guys. And she was like, oh, really? Well, you should try getting yourself a girlfriend. And I'm like, no, I don't want a girlfriend because I don't like girls. I only like guys. And then she was saying, "Aw, but you should have a girlfriend instead. She would love you so much." And then I was like, "No, I don't like girls. I only like guys." And then I got annoyed and I was just like, "You know what? I gotta go. I'll talk to you later." And then I just hung up and I figured, all right, I don't know what her problem is. I don't know how she didn't realize that I like guys. I mean, since when do you see a straight guy wearing all this? Seriously. The leather harnesses, I mean, they better not be. These are supposed to be a gay guy symbol. But in all this other stuff. So then I ended the call and I figured, all right, she just needs some time to herself. She just needs to chill. She's probably disappointed. We'll talk later. Me and her will probably become friends and everything, but yeah, whatever. That day, she kept calling me on Facebook over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I kept canceling the calls. I kept saying, I can't talk now. She says, I want to talk to you, Joe Winko. And she kept calling me over and over and over and over again. And I was just like, okay, this chick definitely got issues. So then I blocked her. Then she came back with another account. And she started commenting on all my stuff on Twitter. And it wasn't even the comments she was leaving. It wasn't even, I don't mean to be rude because I appreciate it when someone likes and comments my stuff. It was like, oh, so cool, Joe, so cool, Joe, so cool, Joe. And that's all it was. I mean, it seems like she was just trying to get my attention from commenting on all my stuff. I mean, that's technically, I'm not going to talk about how I want someone to get my attention because, I mean, I don't want a female stalker. That's basically what she was. She was liking all my stuff, commenting on all of it. Even though I blocked her, that should have sent a good enough message to her that I wasn't interested in talking to her, really, if she kept blowing me up over and over again. Now, if she would have been a man, if she would have been a man, I would have handled this completely differently. I mean, I would have talked to him and everything, and probably would have tried to figure out how we can meet each other. I probably would have asked him if he could send me a bus ticket to where he lives and have me come visit him. Either that, or I most likely would have done that, but another thing I could have done was if he lived in Florida, I could have told him the town I live in Florida, and we could have got together and met up with each other. This was a bit before Omicron was all over the place when this was going on, so I wasn't scared to leave my house back then. But then she kept liking all my posts on Twitter, and I really did not want her to like all my posts. I wanted her to go away and go bother someone else. I know that sounds a bit cold, but I blocked her on Twitter too. Then she made a new account, and apparently leading to me seeing this notification this morning. And here I am thinking my love spell finally worked. I was like, oh, I have this crazy guy liking all my posts on Twitter now. Let me try talking to him and seeing if we can make plans to meet once I get vaccinated for Omicron or get my fourth booster shot, or once the Omicron cases go down, or let me see how interested he really is, because that's basically what the video was supposed to do. It was supposed to help find a lover and partner, because that's what the woman in the red dress who came in told me to do. She said it will attract a man, use the rune symbol for love from one man to another man. That's what the flashing symbol on my chest in that video is supposed to be. I thought it was clear enough. But I check my messages. It's a message from her again. Sally, that's the name I'm using. A message from Sally again. Not her real name, but the name I'm going to use in this video. Let me show you that message real quick. Here it is. Now, I could have amped this up, like, I didn't want to be too rude, really. I mean, because she is a girl, and I rarely ever get harsh with females online, really, because I rarely ever talk to females. I only talk to men, and, like, even though I'm only attracted to guys, like, you still, I think it's something that all men are kind of like. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but you never want to be mean to a female at all because females are viewed as vulnerable and everything like that. And I'll be getting back to that soon. But females are viewed as vulnerable and everything, and you don't want to be like hurtful to them or anything. But you know what? If you cross me enough, I'm not gonna fucking care if you lack a Y chromosome. But she hasn't done that, and I'm pretty sure she won't now. Because usually when I want someone to go away, and I make it very clear that I want them to go away, even when I don't want them to go away, and even if I make it clear that I don't want them to go away, they always go away. I mean, not everyone who talks to me stops talking to me and goes away, but they always go away when I want them to go away. They always go away. But here's the messages that she typed. Hey Joe Winko, want to be friends with you. Like your horror movies, Joe Winko. I love you, Joe Winko. And I was pissed off because I thought it was going to be a guy who my love spell worked on. And I was tired of her liking all my posts, wanted her to go away. This is what I typed to her. I don't want to be your friend. I don't like you. Leave me the fuck alone. I want a man. You're not a man. Don't ever like any of my posts again. Don't ever follow me again. Don't ever watch any of my videos again. Don't ever try to contact me again. Go find another guy to talk to. Stay the fuck out of my life. 'Cause it's true, really. I mean, she's not a bad looking woman. She looks just like Jenna Ortega from Scream 5. If I saw her on camera, that's what she looks like. That's what she looks like Jenny Ortega from Scream 5. So she's not even a bad woman. She's pretty. She could go find another guy who wants to talk to her and everything. I talked to her on camera. I know that's who she is. I know that's what she looks like. I mean, I don't want to sound too harsh. I mean, she's not like movie star pretty. I mean, well, no, she's not really movie star pretty, but who the hell really is when they're just on Facebook camera, really, like out of nowhere talking to someone? She could easily go find another guy to talk to. Oh yeah, she looks a little bit older than Jenny Ortega because she's in her 30s, so yeah, just making that clear to all of you. No offense, but yeah. But she could easily go find another guy to talk to. She'll find a guy who will like her. Why does she have to talk to me? She knows she should respect that I like men. I don't want a woman at all. I need a man who will be commenting on all my posts and wanting to talk to me and wanting to meet me. I don't want a female. I don't. Get it through your damn head. So yeah, I mean, I could have been a lot more harsh with that message. I mean, like if she kept, I'm pretty sure she won't ever talk to me again after that, because that is a bit cold. That message I sent her. I mean, but oh, if she talks to me again, oh, I can amp it up to, oh, like my cruelness level. I can amp it up high to the point where she's afraid of me because she is a girl, so of course I can make her afraid of me. I don't want her to talk to me again. I mean, I don't like being mean to people. I don't like hurting people's feelings. But she needs to just find some other guy to talk to. She has access to the internet. She can definitely find another man to talk to, but not to me. I need a man who loves me instead. I don't want a female. I don't want a female. All right, but there's more to the story, and let me show it to you. So apparently, she was talking to some other people who I talked to online. This is the person that she talked to. There's this one guy who he's not in love with me or anything, but and who he's not gay either. He's definitely not. But he likes all my videos on YouTube and he is a major fan and I always appreciate that really. And apparently he sent me this picture that she sent him a message and he didn't know that it was a she because it was because like it appeared to be she's using the picture of her uncle for some reason, probably to trick me into talking to her and thinking that she's a man because she I don't know why she even went that far. It's clear that this chick has some mental issues. All right, this is what it said. He was telling, I think she was asking, can you tell Joe Winko that I have to draw something for him? Okay, what have you drawn? Tell Joe Winko that I need to draw something for him. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, that doesn't even make sense, her replies, really. It's weird. Like, he just sent me the screenshot of it, and he said that it was, that he thought it was strange or something. I think that's what he said. And this is what I replied to him. I told him I was still a bit heated up because I thought it was an actual man liking all my posts on Twitter, but it wasn't. This is what I said. That's fucked up. That is not a man you are talking to. That is a female. She's using her damn uncle's picture to pretend to be an old man because apparently that, okay, this is a bit harsh, has a crush on me and it's too, okay, even more harsh, to understand that I don't like females. I was so angry because she actually liked 100 of my tweets and is always commenting on my stuff, and she was even sending me messages saying that she loved me. I already had to block her twice. All right, let's move on to the next page. And here's what he said in reply to it. It is ironic, really. Very ironic. Most LOL cows on the internet long for female attention. Oh yeah, in case you guys are wondering what an LOL cow is, there's this site that they post about me on called Kiwi Farms, and the people there, they're pretty cool. They're actually my fans and everything. But they post about me on Kiwi Farms. They call me an LOL cow, and like every now and then I get some weird comments on there, and it's a pretty awesome site. I do love it, and I like how they talk about my stuff and how they're fascinated with my stuff, really. But that's basically the term LOL cow. I don't really know much about that term, but that's what they call me. And I'm pretty skinny to be a cow, though, but whatever. Okay, so let's get back to what he said. It's ironic, really. Very ironic. Most LOL cows on the internet long for female attention. Yeah, why doesn't she try talking to one of them? Geesh. But you're built differently. You evolved beyond that. I love that. I love how he said you evolved beyond that. That's so awesome. But yeah, your charm and energy had brought you the stalker you wanted, but not the stalker you need. That's what he meant to type, the stalker you need. And it's sad because it's true. I mean, technically it didn't bring me the stalker I wanted. I mean, the stalker I wanted was a man. So it didn't bring me the stalker I wanted or need. But I think that was just a poetic way of him expressing it, really. That I wanted a stalker, but it wasn't the one that I wanted, really. Because, you know, if she would have been a man, I mean, I was looking at her picture and imagining what she would look like if she had a Y chromosome and if she was a man who of like if a guy in his 30s was messaging me and liking all my posts and wanting to meet me. He doesn't even have to be in his 30s. That's how old she was. That's why I'm using that. But even if he was like in his 40s, 50s or 60s, I mean, I would prefer someone older and sending me messages like that. I would, oh no, I would. It's actually kind of sad thinking about that, really. I mean, I would think that was sweet, really. But then I replied to him and my friend I was talking to, and I said, yes, LOL, I know, right? Just my luck, isn't it? And he said, that's life. Oh, yeah, because it's true, that is life. But you know, that's the thing. I always fantasize about having a male stalker. That's kind of what I always wanted. And to be completely honest with you guys, like, I first started posting. Now, I've been posting stuff on YouTube for a really long time. I've been doing like videos of me with no shirt on for a really long time, even longer than this original channel, but I kept getting tired of my channel usernames and I kept deleting my YouTube accounts until I finally came up with Winko567. That's what I've been using since, I don't really want to tell you guys how old I am, but since 2013. Okay, now you guys know. And since 2013, that's what I've been doing. And even when I first started posting my talk videos on YouTube, I never wore a shirt. One reason why was because my original bedroom was that I had at my adoptive parents' house in Wisconsin was on the second floor, right above the heater, and it was always unusually warm, and I would get hot a lot, so I just had my shirt off. Another reason why is because I thought it'd be a cool trademark, really, the red pointy bandana and shirtless. And another reason why is because I wanted to look the same in all my YouTube videos, and I didn't want to like wear the same shirt all the time, so I just went shirtless instead. But another reason why is because, I mean, I knew about my sexuality for an extremely long time since I was a little kid. And I always would hear these stories of girls posting videos on YouTube, and then this guy would see them, and then he'd get obsessed with them, and he would want to be with them and everything. I mean, yeah, and then they get like their obsessed fans on YouTube who think they're sexy and want to be with them and everything. And I mean, that happens to guys too, but not very often, but it still happens nonetheless. And I was thinking I should make myself shirtless because I was looking for a lover and partner even way back in 2013 when I was 17 years old. I wanted a lover and partner. I was thinking some man is going to see this video. He's going to think, "Oh, that boy is cute. I want to get in contact with him. I want to get to know him. I want to go meet him." And all right, this is going to be a bit X-rated, but slobber my mouth all over his penis too. I mean, because you guys know how much I love that. But like that's what I was thinking. I mean, like most guys who I talk to, they don't first find me on YouTube. I never had a guy. I can only count two men who have ever first discovered me through my videos I post on YouTube. I never Usually every single guy who watches my videos on YouTube, they all found it on a different dating site that I post on, but no guy has ever discovered me through my videos on YouTube. That hardly ever happens, really. And I plan on talking about that in a couple more of my videos because there's more I could elaborate on that. But they never discover me straight from my YouTube videos. They discover my YouTube videos because they found me on another dating site, really. And then another thing is, I read a lot about stalkers. Most people who get stalked are, I mean, there's many different kinds of stalkers. There's stalkers who are angry and mean. Definitely don't want a stalker like that. There's stalkers who are obsessed with you and in love with you. That's the kind of stalker I want. I mean, hell, if I found a guy like that, that would basically seal the deal. I mean, he would definitely be with me because he would be trying to get with me all the time. And yeah, I mean, gosh. Because like a lot of guys I talk to on dating sites, they either get too stuck up and they think that I'm not good enough for them and then they just ditch me. That's usually most of the time, really. They get too stuck up, think I'm not good enough, then ditch me. Either that or they get too insecure about themselves. Even though I do like them. I mean, because I never trust anyone 100% right away. I mean, even if I got my obsessed stalker and he was commenting on all my stuff saying he wanted to meet me, I wouldn't have much faith in it right away unless I saw that it was going on for an extremely long time, and the longer it goes on, the more faith I would have, and I'd be like, "Oh, wait, maybe I'm onto something here. Maybe he's onto something here." But usually they either are too stuck up to talk to me and think I'm not good enough for them and ditch me, or they get too insecure, they think that I won't like them at all, so they just ditch me anyway, which is still just as bad, really. But if I met someone, if that love spell video I posted yesterday, if it actually took full effect and all those words I was saying in that video are actually exactly how another man feels about me and wants to do with me and everything, and it took full effect and he wanted to make sure that I was with him and he wanted to stay with me and everything and wanted me to stay with him, and it kept its full effect the whole entire time, that would honestly, oh gosh, I could delete like all, I don't know how many dating sites I'm on, but at least 50. I never have time to check every single one of them. I could literally delete all my dating site profiles and then I wouldn't need them anymore because I already have exactly what I'm looking for, really. But I don't. At least not yet. At least not who I notice. But at least not yet, really. And it's heartbreaking and kind of sad. And I mean, I hated that. Like, I woke up this morning, saw that someone was liking all my tweets, sending me messages on Twitter, and finding out it's a woman who's doing it because I don't want a woman. I want a man instead. No, I don't like females. I want a guy instead. So, yeah, I mean, get the hell over it. Seriously. I never thought I would have that problem. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's sweet when a girl says, "Oh, you're really cute. I like you." And when a girl flirts with me, I mean, obviously she's flirting with me because she doesn't know that I like guys. But when a girl flirts with me, I do get flattered, really. And I, well, like, oh, it's like this time I went to this party and it was just a graduation party one of my friends were throwing. This girl started texting me and she said that she really liked me. It was back when I was 17 and I didn't know that I didn't think a girl would ever feel that way about me, really. But because usually back in school, back when I was in middle school, I'd always try to talk to the popular girls. I didn't have a crush on any of them, but I always should try to be friends with them because they were the popular girls. And they didn't like me at all. I think they thought that I liked them or something, and they always wanted to keep away from me because they thought I was weird. And some of them said that I was gross and that I was ugly too. That's what they would tell me, and it was just stuff to bring me down. So I didn't think girls ever would like me at all. I didn't really care, really, because I didn't want a girlfriend. But I met this girl at the party. Me and her ended up becoming best friends, too. I met this girl at the party, and she said that she thought I was sexy, and she was texting me and everything. And then I just was like, oh, I thought it was sweet, and I was flattered. And I texted her, I like what you like. That's what I texted her. And she says, oh, yeah, I do like you. And I said, no, I like what you like. And she was like, oh, wait, you like what I like? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I kind of noticed that a tad bit and kind of thought so, but I figured it was worth a shot. And I thought that was sweet. I really liked her. And me and her became friends. Like, she didn't get stalker and obsessive, didn't like keep blowing up my phone and trying to call me over and over again and trying to talk me into liking girls. But me and her became friends. We even went trick-or-treating together when I wore my Slender Man costume way back in 2014. And we even went to a Halloween party the year after that. And I don't really hear much from her anymore because it was way back when I was living in Wisconsin. But me and her became friends and I really liked her. We went out to the Halloween party and I was staying with her the whole entire time. I was watching her the whole entire time because these guys were flirting with her and I was worried about her because I didn't want these guys doing anything to her. And I took her back to her dorm room, made sure she made it back there safely because she was drinking that night and she was kind of tipsy. But I didn't want like any creepy guy to come and attack her. I was with her the whole entire time. I wasn't drinking at all, but I was with her the whole entire time. And me and her were friends, really. And I don't mind that. I don't mind female friends. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm only attracted to men, not females. But I don't hate women, though, honestly. No, I don't. I just am not into them. And it was just upsetting, really. I mean, I just wish I wish I had a man who was that devoted to me and wanted to be with me. And I just think it's weird that I can't find one because I even hear about gay guys who have creepy guys who message them and want to stay with them and want to be with them and who become obsessed with them. But for some reason, I never attracted that, really. I personally never attracted that. But you never know. Maybe one day my love spell might end up working. I mean, I did do it during the waning moon, which was kind of off timing, really. I should have done it during a waxing moon. But I could always post another video like that, try it again, try to improve on the last one. I was also planning on doing a love letter spell where I pretend that I'm another man who's falling in love with me, and I write to him. I write, Dear Joe Winko, I love you, I want to be with you, I am your stalker, I'm the one that the spell had the effect on. That's what I was planning on doing. I mean, I won't be making that to a video, but I will be posting it on Tumblr and on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram, which is sites you guys should follow me on if you want to see more of the crazy stuff I post. But that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. I mean, yeah, I know I was being a bit harsh, but you gotta be harsh sometimes. If someone isn't going away, you have to be harsh to them to make them go away. And I can definitely crank it up from what I sent in those messages. Oh god, yeah, I can crank it up to the point where she wishes she never contacted me at all. Show her how savage and crazy I can get. But I don't think there's a need for that. I mean, I have this gift, really, where if I want someone out of my life for good, I can get them out of my life for good, really. Well, yeah, I definitely can, really. It always works, really. Always works. So that's basically it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. So that's it. Peace out, people.